everyone, welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you so much for tuning in and watching these magical Disney videos that I create for you and for myself because I love talking about Disney. I really appreciate those of you that follow along with me on this journey and leave comments and just getting to know you guys personally, and just sharing a passion and a joy with all of y'all. So today's video, and also if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you love all things Disney, whether if it's vintage or modern or just if you love anything Disney, definitely subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of magical Disney content that I love creating for you, and I would just love for you to join this magical family. Today's video is part 2 of my Disneyana merchandise series. And Disneyana is a term used for Disney merchandise that was put out like back in the 1970s, 1980s. So basically anything Disney related that is past decades. But the video I'm doing today are vintage Disney plates from the 1980s. And these are all Disney plates that my dad collected when he worked at Disneyland. And just being a Disney fan, he's picked up these, I guess he picked up these just back in the 80s, so they are still in amazing condition and have been stored in our garage for so many years. So it is time to display them and show y'all this amazing vintage merchandise that we have. So let's hop into the video and look at this magic. So now I don't know exactly when, like what years these plates were released, but they do have the dates on the plates from when the character or the movie, was released in theaters or through Walt Disney Productions. So this first one is so cool because it is Steamboat Willie 1928. All right, so here is this beautiful vintage Mickey Mouse and Steamboat Willie plate. And it's kind of, it's the black and white Mickey, and then it kind of has like a sepia vibe to it. All right, this next plate, it is Donald Duck and Peter Pig and the Little Wise Hen. Now, this Donald Duck is so different than what we know because it is a vintage Donald Duck. So a lot different. The outfit is very similar, but this little cartoon was released in 1934. But as you can see, you got the classic vintage Donald Duck playing with Peter Pig. And I just love the colors on this plate. And Peter Pig is playing his accordion and they're just dancing together and having such a fun time. This next plate is Pinocchio, and Pinocchio was released in 1940. So as you can see, you have Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket, and they're just relaxing after, I guess, just a big paint job. I don't know if that was paint that went on Pinocchio. I guess maybe that's while Geppetto is creating Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket is just observing. This next plate, it is Donald Duck, but it's Donald Duck as we know him, and Joe Carioca, which I guess is a Spanish parrot, I want to say, but the cartoon was called Saludos Amigos, and this came out in 1943. But this is such a fun scene. Some of these I have not seen those cartoons, and now I really want to go over and check out these classic Walt cartoons. Now we have another Donald Duck plate, and this came out in 1947, and it's Donald Duck and Chip and Dale in Chip and Dale. They're so cute. Donald Duck is chasing, he's chasing Chip and Dale as they're carrying a little log with acorns through Donald Duck's living room, maybe. But that is so funny. How Donald Duck is trying to get them. I don't think they're friends right there. I don't know, maybe they're just playing hide and seek. Maybe they're having fun, but it looks like Donald Duck is trying to squish them with his feet. This next play is Mickey Mouse in the Mickey Mouse Club in 1955. You can see it's Cowboy Mickey. He's got his cowboy hat on and he's trying to lasso something. But this is a scene from the Mickey Mouse Club that came out in 1955. So these next two plates are actually, they're both commemorating Donald Duck's 50th birthday. So we have the vintage classic Donald Duck shaking hands with the what we know Donald Duck to be. But I think that is just so cute. His 50th birthday was in 1984 because I guess he was released in 34. Oh yeah, and the new Donald Duck is popping out of a birthday cake. And then we have a second Donald Duck 50th birthday plate. And this time it has Daisy Duck with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And they're all celebrating Donald's very merry 50th birthday. I love the pink aspect of this because, you know, I love all things pink and Disney princess. So I do appreciate the Daisy Duck in here and all of the pink. Now this last plate that I have to show you, this one is my favorite because it is so unique, and it's actually from 1992, and my grandma actually went over to Euro Disney before it was Disneyland Paris, and so she brought back, I was going to say this was way before I was born, but it wasn't, but she brought back some Euro Disney merchandise for my dad, since my dad's a huge collector. And this plate is so beautiful. It is Sorcerer Mickey, and then you've got the Sleeping Beauty castle behind him, which is also Sleeping Beauty castle at Disneyland Paris. But this was 1992 Euro Disney, so I'll have to look up the history of when it changed over to Disneyland Paris. But I just love that castle. I want to visit Disneyland Paris castle so bad. I love the pink aspect of that castle. It is so pretty. But it's also Sleeping Beauty, and it says 12 Avril 1992 Euro Disney. But I just think this plate is so vintage because it has to do with a park that is international. So yeah, I am in love with this plate. I mean, it was so fun to see all of these plates, but this plate has my heart. Definitely has my heart. Oh, and the back of this plate, it actually says, "Salute to the parks. One in a series of limited edition collectibles, this plate commemorates the opening of Euro Disney, the fourth park to evolve out of Walt Disney's dream for a place for parents and children to share pleasant times in one another's company." And this plate was number 3,676 out of 5,000. So that is really cool. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I hope that watching this and getting a glimpse of vintage Disney was able to sprinkle some pixie dust on your week. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below what plate you thought was the coolest. As you know, my favorite was that last plate. And yeah, I just hope you have a wonderful week, a magical week, and a magical day. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!